We are now entering hour number 32. Let's get hour number 32 rocking and rolling. And guys, you're going to want to stay with us as we take this through the evening.
This is a Tour of Love, an international event, 36 hours streaming live on the E360 TV platform, beaming the vibe of love around the world to audiences of all ages, all nations, with the intention of changing the way cancer is done. This is the CB4L Buddies Network, and we are healing through connections. So get on the bus, get ready, and let's welcome the Tour of Love.
The Tour of Love starts now, and I want to recognize those that are here. Helene, our first ambassador of the chat, so good to see you here always. And thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're rocking it and rolling it. And we're rocking and rolling it and having some fun doing it too. And so, grateful for each of you. Let's keep going through the comments. Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love. And, okay, let's see. Poe, proud of you, Tamara, and your amazing, loving volunteer team. Folks watching, please donate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Join. Yes, join. Become a buddy. Absolutely. Hello, my dear. Hello. And hello, family of love. Oh, Shelly. Oh, may I say Edith? I can't say it right. You do it better. And I'm glad you're here. Mikey Adam Cohen, thank you for sharing. And I hope that you guys are realizing what it is all about. The Tour of Love, that this organization is all about.
Life is so fragile, and we're constantly reminded just how fragile life can be, especially when we or a loved one is told we have cancer. Cancer survivor myself, I can tell you, we still feel very alone in this journey.
There's a study that's been showing that patients who are socially isolated have a worse prognosis, have a worse outcome than patients who are socially interconnected.
Buddies for Life is a non-profit cancer support group for those whose life has been impacted by cancer. We'll match you with the perfect buddy. Humor, hope, heart, and hugs.
Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love.
We're offering you a free membership, so please sign up today. Share this with your friends and family, and support this community in every way you can. No one should face cancer alone.
I am a chemo buddy for life.
We are a buddies network.
No one does cancer alone.
Be a buddy.
And we are all here for you as a community of love.
We are chemo buddies for life.
And if you've heard 3 words, you have cancer, for yourself or someone else, you belong with us at Chemo Buddies for Life.
Healing through connections.
We have Emmanuel Kelly.
How you doing, Tamara?
I'm doing amazing.
That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear.
Okay, so where are you from? I hear some of that. I'm hearing it.
Yeah, no, I'm from Australia. I'm an Aussie. Good old Australian.
The Tour of Love welcomes Emmanuel Kelly. After overcoming tremendous obstacles at only 18 years of age, Emmanuel became an Australian X Factor sensation, garnering over 500 million views online. He has toured with Coldplay, opened for Snoop Dogg, performed with David Foster and legendary DJ Paul Oakenfold. This year he released a new song, Never Alone, produced by Paul Oakenfold and Chris Martin. The music video for his song was released in tandem with his campaign to connect with and inspire people, that even in the darkest moments of our lives, there is always a light to be found because you are never, #never alone. The video features many friends advocating global mental health and awareness and encourages people to embrace virtually and authentically connect during the pandemic.
Whenever I feel alone, I immediately always look to my two dogs, Batman and Cinderella, and I cuddle with them until I fall asleep, because I feel lonely at night most of the time, but they always have my back and they're always there for me.
When I feel alone, I sometimes write down everything I'm grateful for. And then I try and find a patch of sky at night and look out at it.
I often seek solace in the company of my animals. The cats are very loving. The dogs in particular are good company. One of them is deaf. One of my dogs is deaf and he's a very good listener. The other thing I've done at times when I've been alone is to remind myself that nothing lasts. So the sadness you feel for that period of solitude, that will end.
When I feel alone, stand in front of the mirror like my father told me to, remind myself that no matter what happens in this life, the only person that's going to always be there for me is that person in the mirror.
There's moments in a lifetime that give us all a lifeline and give us strength to walk a lane.
When I get lonely, I dance.
I connect with nature, always. And I do it in sort of a guided meditation form.
I'll write stuff down in my journal or write a poem about how I feel.
I surround myself with the people that are closest to me.
I pray to my angels in heaven that are my grandparents.
I dream about making the impossible possible.
Open my eyes, I know you're in front of me. Open my mind, I know you're with me. And through my life, I know you're beside me. I won't ever be alone. And through the storm, I know you hold me. I felt the hand of love that touched me. And in everything you do, you change my world. I will never be alone.
I always like to think about the people who loves me and cares about me.
I remind myself that it's just what's happening in this moment and all moments pass.
We seek out each other's company, and that makes it all better.
When I feel alone, I always try to remember that home is the best.
I meditate to gain strength again.
Pick up my guitar and write music.
Also like to reach out to people who I love and who I know love me, my friends.
It's okay to feel this way. We all feel it because we all want love. We all want to be heard.
The days will shine more brightly. The days don't seem so empty. Now I understand it's all a journey. I feel it's now united, never to be divided. You are a piece inside of me. Open my eyes, I know you're in front of me. Open my mind, I know you're with me. And through my life, I know you're beside me. I will never be alone.
When I feel alone, I turn to my faith.
I turned inward. I started talking to God.
I self-reflect and write down all the things on my mind.
Scoop up my honey and dance with her.
You changed my world. I will never be alone. I will never be alone.
When I feel alone, I start to sing.
I think it's always good to write down your thoughts, what you're going through, what you're feeling.
I play some music, I write.
When I am lonely, I usually call my family or friends.
I love to get in the car
and drive to get lost.
I either watch YouTube, watch TikToks.
When I'm alone, I like to train, so I was able to create a relationship with my body.
I go to the best place that makes me feel that I'm flying. To the gym.
I like to write down powerful words such as affirmations that make me feel incredible about myself.
To feel that you are a human being.
And even though I feel lonely, I'm never alone.
We're never alone because all things are one.
Sometimes when I'm feeling alone, I just try to pour it out on paper, go to the guitar, go to the piano, and try and get something creative out of it. But I think an even better idea for me, for most people, I think, is to go find somebody who loves you. We've all got people who love us, and open up, share, let people in.
Hey everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the video because Teddy here loved it. This is when the hashtag Never Alone Challenge begins. What we would like you to do, if you feel comfortable, is to creatively express what you do when you feel sad and alone. How do you find a way out of the darkness? How do you find a way to get happy again? We then ask you to post a video that's no longer than 20 seconds or take a photo of what you do to get happy or what makes you happy, and then post that online, hashtagging Never Alone Challenge. This is designed to be a place for people to go to also be inspired to find examples and ways that they can feel happiest in times of when they feel most alone. We're excited to get your videos. We're excited to see what you all come up with. Thank you. Take it easy. Sending lots of love. Bye.
Wow. I will never be alone. You know what, Emmanuel? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What a story and what a song. And, you know, I don't want to assume anything. So do I get to ask, so how old are you?
How old am I? That's a great question. I am 12 years old.
I love it.
Just a very masculine and
I was going to say, did you get
very bearded 12-year-old. By the time I was 10, I had the whole state forest on my chest and my face. No, I don't know how old I truly am. I was found in a box on a battlefield with no birth certificate, no passport, no anything, by some soldiers, who then took me to an orphanage where I was then raised there for the next 7 years of my life, experiencing and seeing executions, gunshots, bombings, the whole package. And so I don't know my age. I didn't have any paperwork when I was a child or anything like that until I came out to Australia. That's when the first time we got paperwork and got passports and fake birth certificates that we made up, and because that's the only way you can travel, right? So, you know, I remember our now mum choosing my birthday, and she decided to choose April 25th, which is a public holiday in Australia, for the Anzacs. It was a beautiful day, but in her eyes, the only reason that day was chosen for me was because she didn't want to make cupcakes for 30 kids in class. She just wanted to make cupcakes for 10 kids and just close friends that I could invite, instead of making cupcakes for the entire class. So she wasn't a dumb cookie. And so
I like your mom.
That's the reason. And she's till to this day, she stands by that story and that decision, and she goes, "It's the best decision I made. It saved me time, energy, and I didn't have 30 kids running around like mad animals. I just had, 3 or 4 of your friends, and that's it." I said, "All right, Mum, that's fair." So, that was why she chose that. That was why she chose that birthday. My brother, she chose a birthday for him at November 18th was the day she chose. And for my brother, it was, what's really cool about that is it was for my brother, they chose that birthday for him because it's summertime and it's school holidays coming up. So again, she doesn't have to make 30 cupcakes for the kids. It's cool.
You must have went and, I don't know that there was Google, but went and did some kind of a search. Birthdays.
That's it. Honestly, if she wanted to play it smart, what she should have done
is picked a birthday on the same day as both of us. Then that way she just kills 4 birds with one stone, right? You know, so that's what I said to her. She goes,
I love the story though. I love the story. And you know what? Got to give her credit though that she didn't put it on the same day, because she was thinking about you individually. She was thinking about you individually. She just wasn't thinking about all the massive amount of school friends. I am deeply touched by what you're welcome. I am deeply touched, and everybody in the chats right now and everybody here is deeply, deeply touched.
Powerful, and the song he sings in this is powerful, and the message behind it. And what he has.
Sorry, you go, Mikey. Now, Michael's a beautiful soul, and you know, hearing about what you guys are doing here is incredible. And you know, one of the reasons why I wrote Never Alone, I wrote that song when I was 11 years old, right? And you know, there was a child that had been brought out. The original title of the song actually is Edith's Never Alone, and so there's 2 versions on Spotify that you can hear. Edith's Never Alone is a ballad, and Never Alone is the remix, right? Because the first one was dedicated to this child, Edith, who was brought out to Australia by my mum, who saved thousands, 20,000 probably children over the last, 20 years of her life. That's 1,000 children a year. That's nuts, okay? So she saved so many children's lives, it's insane. And but unfortunately, there was this one boy that she brought out to Australia, and he was the first boy that she had ever lost in Australia, a country where she thought these things would never, ever happen, right? She would never go through this heartache or pain after experiencing the losses and the constant losses that she had experienced in Bosnia, Romania, Albania, all these places, right? And so when she experienced this loss of this boy, Edith, she was ready to give up on everything around her. She was ready to throw away humanitarian works and efforts and kind of go back to her roots of going back to these countries and just volunteering, right? Instead of starting up the nonprofit that she did and bringing out more children over the next, 10 years, 15 years of her journey. And I was ready to, and she was ready to give up, and I was ready to watch her for a second to give up on life. But something happened with Mum, an experience happened with her where she says that she experienced some kind of Holy Spirit that touched her and got to her and reminded her that she's never alone. No matter how dark things get, no matter where you're at in the world, you're never alone. You suffer from depression, anxiety, clinical or not. You have cancer and you think the whole world is not with you, or your family's not with you. You may be at the stage 4, and there is nothing the world or doctors can do. Just know you're not alone. There's always someone there, and that someone is yourself and love, right? The only thing thicker than blood is love. And so when you have those incredible things surrounding you, whether it's God, the universe, whatever you want to believe in, whenever you have the love surrounding you, you will never be alone. And so that was the original, that was why we wrote the song, and that's why I wrote the song, was to show the world that we're not alone. My next song is nothing in comparison to this. It's more sensual and loving, right? But I felt that the first song I needed to release to the world was something that reminds us that you're not alone. And when we were going to release a music video last year, but then I kept saying to our team, no, let's hold off. The world's going to need this song this year. And COVID hit, and it was the perfect time because people were alone. Now we're getting up to Christmas, and it's the one time that so many people, thousands, millions of people genuinely do feel alone because they don't think they have a family member or anything, but there's a friend, there's a dog, there's something, there's yourself. I mean, the amount of times I have just sat at home by myself, not with anyone around me, and felt like I'm not alone. I felt like everything is with me is super powerful because I centered myself with the earth, with the universe, with where I'm at, with spirituality, with faith, with myself, faith in myself,
right? Looking at a mirror, telling myself, hey, dude, how you doing? I know it sounds crazy, but talking to myself.
No, it doesn't.
I love you, bro, you know, and all that sort of stuff. You know, there's a term, right? We always say, and that saying that, you know, at least Christians say this a lot, okay? Different religions say different things, and I'm a strong believer in spirituality, not necessarily a religion per se, right? But in Christianity, they say that God made human beings in the image of Himself or itself, right? God can be a female or a man or an it or whatever it is, right? So in itself, okay, image of it itself. So my question to everyone is, if you tell yourself and if you love yourself, Christians especially, if you love yourself, right, doesn't that mean you're loving God? Doesn't that mean you're loving the spiritualness of God? You are loving the image that God created. So therefore you are and God itself. Doesn't that make you a seed of God, right? And when you love, and God's philosophy is that you love every seed that's been created, right? One of the commandments is love your neighbor, right, as much as I've loved you, right? So it's a powerful sentiment, right? And now I'm a spiritual person, but I'm not a religious person. But my belief is, and again, each belief is different. There is no right, there is no wrong. That's what the most incredible thing about faith is, right? And spirituality is there is no right with that. But my belief is that I believe in myself. I have faith in myself. And when I have faith in myself and I love who I am, then I'm loving the Creator. I'm loving myself in that sense. And because I'm loving the Creator and myself, then I will never be alone. And therefore, you will never be alone. So this Christmas, always remember that. You're not alone. As long as you have yourself and as long as you have faith in yourself.
May I extend that? You mentioned it, and I want to extend it officially, and that is that this year, those in the world are experiencing this because of COVID. However, you mentioned it earlier, those that are affected by cancer, it depends on personally where they are in their own journey of back to health and what conditions they need to be doing for their best self right then. And so at that time, and that's one of the main reasons that we have what we have with this organization, and then taking the tour of love out there to raise the frequency of the world through one word, love, and that we can do it, and that. And I'm grateful for you and your understanding and your message, because we need to let the world know that right now they're experiencing a little bit of what some of us feel all the time. And we need to not forget this message.
Absolutely.
We need to not forget what everybody is feeling right now. And so that when they see someone with a mask and bald and that they're having to be, removed from society for a while, not always, but to heal through and then get to the other side and get their life going again, that they won't ostracize them. They won't overlook them. They won't look the other way. They won't, and many times they don't know what to say. Well, now it'll be interesting. Maybe they will, because they'll be able to say, I remember what that felt like. And I want you to know I care.
Yeah. Right? The only thing thicker than blood is love.
Absolutely, 100%. As they say, mic drop, right?
Mic drop. No, that's it. No, and that's and that's the thing, and so just remember that during your Christmas this year, guys. Remember that the song is out. It's on Spotify, so you can listen to it. Just type in Emmanuel Kelly or Paul Oakenfold, and you'll find the song. But it is out. It's Paul Oakenfold is the person who remixed Never Alone. It's on YouTube. You can watch the music video there as well. It's on Apple Music, Shazam. It's on all the platforms. Really cool. My next single comes out soon as well.
We will be supporting you and sharing the love, and
Thank you.
You are welcome back anytime you want to.
And anyone that is right now watching this as well, please donate as well. Okay, so make sure you donate to these guys; they're incredible. If someone donates right now, actually, the first person that donates right now, I'll do this myself. The first person that donates right now, I will give them an exclusive free copy of my single that's not even my next song that's not even out.
Awesome.
So if you donate right now, anyone that donates the first $100 right now,
put it in the comment.
So,
Go. We will validate it. So put
please.
it in the comments that you're doing it, and then go do it. First one to do it.
That's it. First 100. The first person to donate $100 right now.
Well, thank you very much. I love that.
No
Look
worries.
at that smile. Love you. Oh, my
thank
goodness.
you.
You are just,
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we're just adopting you. You know, you got. I live up by the wineries. I don't know if you like those, but hey.
Yeah, I do like wine. I do.
I'm in the Southern California, over in the Temecula area. There you go. There you go.
Wine's good for you. Wine's good.
There you go. Good red wine. Okay, so
I actually love sherries. I don't know if you're a fan of sherry, but I absolutely love sherries. Oh, so good.
Strong stuff, yeah.
Oh, very strong, but it's so good. Frasier got me into it. I don't know if you guys watch Frasier. Great show. It's a good show.
Okay, you guys, we're looking to see who's the first one that's going to do this. All right. Well,
it might be Joy Willett Cooper. She just mentioned something, and I don't know. It might be her.
Okay.
Hi, Joy. How you doing?
Joy Cooper, will it? I love it.
For $200, I'll do a 2-minute FaceTime session as well.
There you go.
On Facebook.
Wow. Okay. You know, someone, I think. Okay, let's see who's going to be the first one. Okay. That post.
For $100, you get a song. For $200, you get a 2-minute.
I'm loving you. Oh, this is fun. Let's
any
keep
question you want. Any question you want.
Oh, wow.
And I'll do that. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm looking on.
For $500, I'll give you a free copy of the album.
Wow.
Oh, I love you.
Come on, guys. Chuck it in. Free copy of the album. Album was mentored and produced by Chris Martin of Coldplay. There's going to be some amazing, massive features in there. I can't actually announce who those features are, but they are artists that you know. That album comes out halfway through to next year, so we can do that, and that's something that I'm more than happy to do. So, $500 will give you a free copy of that album.
If it's not right now, then is the offer off the table?
No, it doesn't. The offer stands until the first one, and they're not. It's not one. Like for $500 you get all these things. No. It's $100 for the song, $200 for a FaceTime session, and $500. So all up, it'll be $800 or whatever it is.
You are.
So whoever does that will get those. Will get all three. The single comes out early next year. I can't actually officially announce the date, but I can tell you that it comes out in the first 3 to 4 months of first 3 months of next year. It's a very big release, and we'll be on some big shows as well, like Kelly Clarkson and GMA and things like that. So so it's going to be a very, very big release. So you'll get a copy of that song, and then you'll also get a 2-minute FaceTime session where I can do one of two things. I can sing a Christmas song to you and your family, or I can just say g'day and you can ask me any question you want.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, you guys, you see what we've got going on. The first one for $100, the song, for $200, the FaceTime, and for $500, the album. You are.
And if one person does all of those, then they get all of those.
If they do all of those, they get them all.
That's it.
Love it. I love it. You are amazing. Thank you for
you.
bringing your beautiful and loving spirit in to the tour of love, sharing
Thank you.
your story, and having some fun with us. It was great.
I loved it. I loved it. It's been awesome. It's been absolutely incredible. All right. Take it easy, guys. Remember, 100 for the song, 200 for the song and a 2-minute FaceTime session, and $500 for just the album. Okay. And if you do all of those, then you get all of those.
I love it.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
Okay.
Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Keith. Take it easy, mate.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Cameron Kelly, and I want to inspire people that have challenges just like me, because I'm on the tour of love, baby.
Peace, y'all. I'm Shelly Reef, and this is my groovy nephew,
Cameron.
and we are the frequency of love. And we're here to bring it to you on the tour of love, baby. Woo!
What a great guy. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
That he discovered his purpose at such a young age. He discovered his
yeah.
purpose when he was living as an orphan. And, you know, I mean, at that point, he could have taken his own life. He could have, you know, been mad at the world. And, you know, he chose to, you know, look at all the good stuff involved in his life. And here his mom is rescuing all these other kids, and he could, you know, feel, you know, like, oh my gosh, why isn't it just me? Or, you know, but you know what, he's taken the bigger picture and is there for the world and is there to make a difference. And, you know, we're entering San Diego Futures Foundation. They are providing computers to us to use for our nonprofits. And I do want to just give them a shout out if we could, and just say like all the work that they're doing for the world by providing much needed computers so that we can all function, so we can all broadcast to you guys, and we can all you know, be organized and in everything we do. I just wanted to give a shout out to San Diego Futures Foundation. Thank you so much for awarding Tamara a new computer.
Thank you. That's Carol. Carol. We love you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So from what I understand, I'm hearing is that this group is awarding Chemo Buddies for Life, for myself in particular, on behalf of Chemo Buddies for Life, a computer to use, some type of a computer.
Fully upgraded to the maximum capacity with limited storage, RAM, design capabilities, sound capabilities, something state of the art, and you know, programs on it, and you know, they're doing it completely free of charge. It's something that they do for the world, and they write grants to be able to do this. I mean, I'm still working with an organization that Stedman Graham, Oprah's other half, is a part of, and it's a purpose-driven curriculum for kids. And you know, we're awarding a couple of the kids computers that don't have them, so that they could be homeschooled within our program as well. So I just want to thank Standing Your Futures Foundation for all the
thank you,
everybody, including you, Tamara, and
thank you. Thank you. We know that there will be a time that no one has to ever hear you have cancer and then feel afraid, isolated, and alone.
When I was going through chemo, I felt as if nobody understood what I was going through.
We all need a buddy, and people that have cancer need a buddy more than ever.
We're kicking cancer to the curb, and we're doing it through Chemo Buddies for Life.
Hold me like the river Jordan, and I will then say to thee, you are my friend. Carry me like you're mine. Love me like a mother. Will you be there?
Thank you for being here with us and supporting Chemo Buddies for Life. This 36 hours is going to be entertaining. I love everybody participating. Thank you for supporting, and enjoy the entertainment and the heart that went into preparing this event.
So I want to encourage you guys to please either be a buddy or even donate, because every time you donate, it's somebody else getting support through this entire thing.
Hear me, tell me, will you hold me? When wrong, will you scold me? When lost, will you find me?
But they told me I'm meant to be faithful and walk when not able and fight to the end, but I'm only human.
I have lost an aunt, I've lost uncles, I've lost my grandparents, and I lost my wife to cancer. And I know how difficult it is to be in a situation to hear those words, you have cancer.
So if you know anyone who's going through this, if you know that they're going through a hard time and you can't be there for them every single second of the day, Chemo Buddies for Life is there for you.
Everyone's taking control of me. Six and the world's got a role for me. I'm so confused when you show to me. You'll be there for me. Here enough to bend me.
I just want to cry because most of us think that we're alone. And, you know, that was a huge breakthrough and just insight of, you know what? A lot of people know what it's like.
And it's fantastic the two of you have been able to formulate this pair, and I'm hoping that others will kind of take your lead and see the benefit of pairing up.
I am so impressed how this lady took something, cancer of all things, and she turned it into a positive. She found a chemo buddy. During her experience, she was able to find support that way, and now she's passionate about bringing that to others. So please, I know that you know somebody that's struggling with cancer. They shouldn't have to feel like they're going through it alone.
One thing that I think is so great about Chemo Buddies is the community. And through that community, you truly get a lot of support.
It gives hope and healing and a place for people that are going through chemo and cancer to have a support system, and I'm so thankful for it.
Chemo Buddies for Life has brought such opportunities for me to remember my best friend and all the people I've walked the journey with.
Encouraging support, Tamara Hunter, Chemo Buddies for Life.
And so I'm doing my part to pay it forward and be a part here and help them raise funds. So donate now and help us to be able to achieve a great thing, and that is make a difference in somebody's life.
Chemo Buddies for Life means to me unity, strength in numbers, a family to support, grow, love, and be there. So will you be there?
And the mission is truly that, think of it this way. Today is Tuesday. So tomorrow, Wednesday, there will be how many people that will be getting that call?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow. And going into the holidays, they get the call day and night, every single day. So tomorrow, there's going to be throughout the world, how many people are going to get that call? And when they get that call, will they know we're out here? That's what keeps me going. Are they going to know that they can turn right around and find us? We have to make it. And so they get that call. They know to go immediately to find us. And we'll help them. We'll get them through it. And then they'll get through it. And then they'll help others through it. But we've got to pull this together, guys. And we're doing it. We're doing it. But we need to be sharing this out more.
She's all like, hey, do you like want a buddy? And I'm like, what's a buddy? She's like, yeah, you know, like somebody to be able to talk to like relate to you. It's a part of this chemo program. So that way, you know, sometimes you just want to let off some steam and talk to somebody who knows what you're going through. Answer questions that you would have never been able to find out by yourself, you know? And so I was like, yeah, sure, I'm open to it. Okay. And she did. So she introduced me to Carrie. And it was pretty cool, you know, like at first, you know, I got a little awkward of like, hey. And, you know, just questioning about each other. And then, you know, slowly but surely, you know, there's a couple of rough times, like when I experienced my first moments of survivor's guilt, and I had no idea, like, what to title that emotion, and I explained it to Sherry, and she's just like, honey, like this is what it is. And it's one of those things where she's been in the shoes, and it's like a light that goes off in your head of like, wow, I'm trying to explain it to like my husband, and he just didn't really understand. You know, he's there, he's supportive, but sometimes it's all about that somebody who's been there that can understand on different levels. And I'm truly grateful to have someone like you, Sherry, in my life, because I don't know how I would be handling certain things right now if you didn't shine a light on any of them and just checking in on me every now and then. And you know, I thank you.
Welcome. I love you. I actually found Chemo Buddies through my wigs. Actually, one of our sponsors, Heather Dye. She has a wig company online, and she was doing a fundraising event for Chemo Buddies, and kind of. For me, it's like I'd found my purpose. I'd found my home. I'd found my family. It's like Ariel said, it's totally different with everybody here. You know, it's your family loves you and supports you, but this is a way different kind of level of support. And that's what I found here, and I've loved it ever since. And I have a couple of buddies, and with Ariel, it's different with each one of them. But you do, and in the very beginnings, it's like you're testing the waters of a friendship. You know, it's little by little. You find out a little bit here, a little bit there. You open up a little bit more and open up a little bit more, and then it's just like she's part of me. She's part of my life. And she lifts me up just as much as I lift her. Because like I said, when I see her in those videos and the time to move that she's doing, that kind of strength and endurance on your chemo, it's inspiring. It makes me want to go get up and go do something. So it's a bond it's CV for life. You are my CV for life.
Definitely.
Girl, I love you.
I found a spiritual understanding. Thanks to Chemo Buddies, my spirit felt lifted. I felt more open. You know, everybody has their chocolate days, like Cameron said before in the past. And you know, sometimes all I want to do is just roll up in the corner and do nothing but listen to all the chats. You know, or sometimes like I have like some good news and I'm just like, oh my god, I want to tell somebody who understands something. And because like thanks to the Chemo Buddies, thanks to this chat and everything, I've kind of found that, you know, being able to find a community that is so open-hearted and loving and everything.
Like you, I've had a spiritual change as well. I mean, the connection, not just with you, like you said, with all the buddies, with the whole community, with everything that it stands for and everything that it's going to be. It's inspiring in itself.
Yeah.
It's like Ariel said, I know when I'm having a bad day, that my best thing to do is to get with her or with my other buddies, or like she said, jump on the chat. Because as soon as you say, I'm not feeling right, I'm not feeling good, everything stops. And everybody is there to support you 150%. Everything just stops and you're okay. We make sure that our buddies are okay. That's what we do. The bond, it's just the bond is beyond, yeah.
On and off camera, no matter what. It can start off camera, it can start on camera, but it's always going to end off camera, making sure that we're okay.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Tamara Hunter, and I want to welcome you to Chemo Buddies for Life. We believe in healing through connections. And in fact, we believe it so much. I am out here in nature right now, connecting, because we also believe in healing through nature. You will be taking a journey with us, like this river here. And in this journey, you're going to be connecting not only with other buddies, you'll be connecting with yourself. We have the celebration journal, and we are going to make sure that you have one of your own. You will have an opportunity with our community to connect with yourself. Also, within the journey that you're going to be taking with us, you'll have an opportunity to create your own profile. In it, you'll be either announcing that you have heard 3 words our community has heard. You have cancer, either for yourself or for someone that you love. I'm holding these purple flowers because, you know, purple represents many things in nature. First of all, it's beautiful. It represents a higher frequency. And Chemo Buddies for Life, year 2020, we declared it to be the year of love. We believe in the frequency of love. We also know that purple is the universal cancer color. So when you declare on your profile what cancer you've been associated with, you can either decide to tell us which one or go with the purple, universal. Also, you know, as I'm standing here looking at this beautiful view, It makes me think of the fact that we are community. We are building a worldwide community. And it's like this river that I'm staring down at. You know, when you think of a river, it comes from a variety of different areas. There may be snow that's melted. There may be different creeks that have come together. And then it goes on its journey just like down this way. It has a fork in the road, a fork in the river. So does our website. Our website, as you get to know it, as you get to know the community, you're going to find that you can have a buddy of your own, or you can fork in the road and you can decide to go off into the community, of which we have so many things to offer for you. So the bottom line is this, is get to be a part of like this community river, like the river that's come together from all different areas. We are bringing people from the United States, from Canada, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa, from all areas of the world. We are a global family, and we welcome you. So come and join us. Be a part of the community. Get involved. We're going to help you through every single step of the way. I am glad that you have found us. So now, let us get you to be a part of our community. We are healing through connections. We are healing through buddies. Welcome. And we need to be sharing the love with all of our amazing volunteers. Because you know what? We've got the best. We've got the best, and we're going to keep the resonating love going. It's like that, you know, during the song, the opening number, and the woman that did the heart. I love that. Because that's what it's all about. We are sharing the love. And we're sharing the love, and we're going to go into hour number 33. So you guys are ready? Oh, no, it's not quite time. So let's do this.